Hello, it's PD Elliott, and I'm going to talk to you today about food sensitivities and autism. I'm a singer-songwriter, and I'm also autistic. I've been autistic my entire life. Autistic children become autistic adults. It's just what happens. Autism is not something that just affects children. That's always my impression, that people seem to think that children grow out of autism, but they do not. They grow up, and they become an adult, like me. So with autism, I deal with a lot of social anxiety, a lot of constant social anxiety. And one of the things that I've noticed is that food oftentimes can make it a lot worse. My entire life, I've been very sensitive to food, especially sugar. When I was a child, every time I had waffles when I was a child, waffles with syrup specifically, I would get sick. I would vomit. If I had marzipan, I would get sick. I would get a really bad headache. And I grew out of it, but over the years, it has come back with a vengeance, and if anything, it's worse. So if I'm having a bad day with social anxiety or anxiety in general, eating sugar, I become almost inconsolable, really. The other thing that I notice is caffeine. Caffeine also accentuates it, and specifically dark chocolate. Now, dark chocolate is something that I don't ever eat, because when I eat dark chocolate, I get extremely grumpy, exceedingly grumpy. I noticed that years ago at work, where I'd had some C's candy, which I love, and they were dark chocolate. I ate them, and at work I became irate over something. I would be the first one to probably have said, like, oh, I think that's crap, but it is absolutely true. If I avoid sugar and caffeine, then it does not accentuate what is already there, what I deal with all the time. It is a difficult thing to never have sugar. I mean, sometimes you just feel like having a cookie or a piece of cake or something like that. Sometimes you don't even think about it and you eat this stuff. I mean, I know I do, and then sometimes I pay for it because I've totally forgotten how it affects me. One of the other things that has really helped me is the intermittent fasting. So by eating less, by doing intermittent fasting, stopping eating every single day at 5 or 6, and then starting eating every day at, like, say 10 or 11, and only eating between the hours of 11 and 5 or 6, my moods are a lot more stable. And it is very hard to do. There's a lot of people that recommend only having a 4-hour window to eat all your meals, and I have not tried that. All these things that I talk about, they're not going to be appropriate for everybody. And the things that I deal with as an autistic individual are not going to be the same things that maybe you deal with. And so the modifications that I make absolutely may not work for you, and you should always talk to your doctor, always work with a doctor or medical professional when you're changing anything up. I'm just saying these are some things that have worked for me and have really helped with my terrible mood swings that I have sometimes. Ultimately, what I was trying to get across with this video was to basically say that, yes, I believe that the food sensitivities is a real thing, and that it has been possible for me to modify my moods at times by really watching what I eat. And I would think that it was possible for other people. But like I said, always talk to your doctor about this stuff. Don't just start some change. I just know for me, that when I avoid sugar and caffeine, I am a different person. I tend to eat the same things almost for every single meal, and this is just something that I've done to help myself. And I know that's very boring, but yeah, I'm not going to tell you how specific that it is, but I do. If I eat cake, if I eat ice cream, if I eat anything like that, I absolutely pay for it. If I have chocolate, I absolutely pay for it. There's just no mercy. I'm trying to give people a window into the life of an autistic person, and to also help other autistic people at the same time to possibly consider, okay, well, maybe if I did this, maybe if I talked to my doctor, this would be something that I could try. This is PT Elliott. Check out some of my music. There will be a link at the end of the video. If you enjoy this video, please like it and please subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, have a great week. We'll circle.